panic. Alright, here's the fruit haul. Got these papayas for about 15 pesos. It's like, they're really ripe, soft, ready to go. These bananas from the other day, still waiting for them to get really soft, so they're more sugar. And I got these mangoes for 25 pesos. Got 4 of them. Gonna dig in. So beautiful. Oh, they smell incredible. Hi everyone, this is Austin from Raw Bliss. Today, it's so hot outside. Oh my gosh. I'm getting used to it though. So hot. So I drank like, let's see, I had 1 coconut before I left, and then another 2, and then 1 more. So I had 4 coconuts today, pretty big ones too. And then I had about 4 kilos of puyat durian. Oh, it's so good right now. Only 35 pesos a kilo, super fresh. And then I just saw these papayas and I had to get them. And I got some mangoes and super cheap, like these were only 5 pesos a kilo for these papayas, which is like 9 cents for a kilo. Crazy. But they're in season right now, as they're really cheap. The mangoes were only 20 pesos a kilo, and they were even cheaper, like 10 pesos, but they were a little, you know, damaged and whatnot. So I'm gonna try these. These are the solo variety papaya. So sweet. You probably had the red papaya, but these are like an orange yellow. Super soft. It's like jelly on the inside. Like really, it's just super watery. Wow. Definitely some of the best papayas I've had. The texture is just very soft. Like more so than any other variety. Other varieties seem like more dense, definitely. But these are just, look how beautiful. So orange. And I like eating the seeds. They're anti-parasitic, and I just like a little pepperiness. At least a little bit. Sometimes I'll scoop them out if it's like too much seeds. But these have a pretty good ratio. Balances out the sweetness, so nice. But I wanted to talk about sobriety today, because I've been sober now for about 5 months. Struggled a long time with addiction to smoking cannabis. That was my biggest addiction, definitely. And before I left for Asia, it was just so readily available because it's legal where I live in Washington. You know, it's very easy. Get your hands on. Just go to the store and be 21, and it was like 20 minutes from my house. It was so convenient and easy to get a fix. But I realized I was just burying my emotions. I was just really, really depressed, and I didn't like where I was at in my life, like my environment. It's very cold. It rained a lot. And so that was, in a part, one of the reasons I smoked weed. And it really helped propel me to chase my dreams, because I was just so fed up with the daily grind, the daily, like, nothing seemed like it was going the way I wanted it to. And I think a lot of the reason why people go to drugs is it gives them a feeling of control. And we don't really have control over most things in our life, so we finally feel something. We can control our emotions or something. We can control how we feel. It gives us like a false sense of happiness. And you know, this, it's just not the way, it's just not real happiness. I'm very grateful for the experiences I had before I left, because I realized that life was not for me, and that's not something I wanted for myself. I wanted to progress, I wanted to move forward, and I couldn't do that. So I just jumped into it. I put in like over 1 month notice at my job. I was like, I'm leaving the country. I'm going to Asia to travel, pursue my dreams, to chase high quality fruit, rare fruits, and it just wasn't an environment that I wanted to be in anymore. And I was just eating like just avocados all the time and bananas. You know, things that weren't local, weren't in season, and just because of the way they made me feel, and they were the best, like, most consistent quality that I could find there, and it just wasn't sustainable for me. So I jumped into it right away. I bought my plane ticket, and I just had to get out of that situation. I couldn't, you know, of course there's so many options, so many paths to be taken, but that was the path that I took. I wasn't, gonna be there forever. I wasn't gonna be like in my comfort zone, just sitting there, just accepting, like, oh, this is just the way things are, this is, you know, the way it has to be because I have to make money and I have to eat and blah blah blah. I wasn't going to make these excuses anymore, and I just had to get out. And now 5 months now, I'm finally getting a chance to deal with my emotions. I'm finally getting a chance to cleanse and to detox and to all these things that are surfacing, how I truly feel, and coming into my true environment and fully feeling, if that makes sense, because I suppressed my feelings for so long, and now I can have true, like, authentic relationships with people who are doing the same thing, who have similar experiences and that have come to this place for that reason. And it's truly inspiring, and it just helps me want to be better, want to progress, and want to keep doing this, and how I can do this, and, you know, bouncing ideas off of each other, because we're always learning and we're always growing. Don't ever stop learning. Don't ever think you know it all. Don't ever think like you have to be in a certain situation because that's just the way it is, or you don't think you're worthy or something, because you are worthy, and you are capable of anything. You can do anything you want that you put your mind and your heart and your passion into. Don't ever settle. Don't ever settle for less than your worth, because your value is super high. You are the world. You are the universe, like embodied in spirit in a light body. And once you realize that, once you stop the limiting mindset and the scarcity mindset, the world is yours. The true abundance will flow in and manifest the reality that you want and you envision for yourself. Just start painting that picture in your mind. Just start envisioning how you want your life to be, and this way it will happen. It'll happen so much easier. But yeah, just going off on a tangent here a little bit, but I've been meaning to make this video for a while. It's hard to talk about because I was so uncomfortable. I was so uncomfortable, but I was comfortable. You know what I mean? Like the comfort is like painful, but it's less painful than stepping out of your comfort zone, do you know? So I think that's about it for this video. I was just really like sitting today and just meditating with myself, and it's just so amazing how much we can do when we truly believe. And yeah, I'm so grateful for you guys. Thank you so much if you've watched this far. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And subscribe for more daily videos. These papayas are insane. So I'm just going to keep on eating these. Might have a couple mangoes, but yeah, that's about it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace and love. See you in the next one.